Chosen one, this is not coincidence, this is divine timing. You have been led here by heaven's hand, drawn into this very moment, because something sacred is unfolding in your life. The Spirit of the living God has summoned you into alignment, for this is not an ordinary message. This is a prophetic encounter. Heaven has seen your endurance, your faith through the silence, and now the command has been released. Prepare. What's coming will require a new vessel, a rewired body, a renewed mind, and a revived spirit. You are standing at the threshold of a supernatural transfer, not only of wealth, but of wisdom, strength, and divine vitality. The weariness you felt was not decline, it was calibration. Heaven has been reprogramming you from the inside out, refining you to carry the next wave of glory. As it is written in Isaiah 40:31, "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles." Chosen one, your renewal is happening now. The old patterns are dissolving, your spirit is awakening, and even now, God is breathing new strength into you. You are not watching a message, you are standing inside a miracle. Chosen one, listen closely. This is not a coincidence. Heaven has scheduled this moment down to the breath. You are hearing these words because something within you has already begun to awaken. What you've been feeling lately, the restlessness, the pressure, the moments of peace that come and go like waves, is not confusion. It's confirmation. The Spirit of God is moving through your life, restructuring what you once thought was permanent. You're not being undone, you're being redesigned. Anointed one, heaven has begun a divine rewiring within you. This is not self-help. This is supernatural preparation. Every part of you, spirit, soul, and body, is being calibrated for a higher assignment. You've prayed for breakthrough, but heaven is sending something greater: transformation. You are not just being blessed, you are being built. The system that once helped you survive is being replaced with one that will help you reign. Heaven is not fixing you. Heaven is upgrading you. That's why everything has felt so intense. The fatigue, the emotions, the shifts in your energy, they are not signs of decline, they are signals of divine construction. You are being expanded to hold a greater measure of glory. The Lord is preparing vessels who can carry wealth, wisdom, and influence without being crushed by them. Every delay, every silence, every discomfort you've endured has been heaven's surgery, removing what could not sustain the next level of blessing. Chosen one, I know what this feels like. I remember the nights when my heart felt heavy for no reason, when I couldn't explain the pressure, when everything familiar began to lose its comfort. But later, I realized heaven was fortifying me. God was installing endurance where exhaustion once lived. The shaking wasn't punishment, it was positioning. Heaven had to rearrange my foundations so that when the blessing came, I wouldn't break beneath it. And that's what's happening to you. The divine rewiring is deep, personal, and holy. Your nervous system is learning to respond to faith instead of fear. You're being trained to move in peace rather than panic. You might find yourself craving silence, waking earlier, or withdrawing from spaces that no longer fit your spirit. That's not loss, it's clearing. God is removing everything that vibrates at a lower frequency than your next level. You are not breaking down, chosen one. You are breaking open. Every cell in your being is remembering who you were before fear, before trauma, before the world told you to shrink. Heaven is restoring you to your original design, the one written in eternity before time began. That's why this process feels sacred, almost electric. Sometimes it shakes you, sometimes it quiets you, but it is always holy. The rewiring is not about image, it's about assignment. God is preparing your body to carry glory, not just gifts. He's preparing your mind to hold revelation, not just ideas. He's preparing your spirit to walk in authority, not anxiety. You prayed for overflow, and now your vessel is being stretched. Old capacities cannot hold new anointing. Anointed one, breathe. Don't rush this process. Don't fight it. Heaven is teaching you divine rhythm, how to move in peace even when everything around you shifts. You are not aging, you are activating. You are not declining, you are being redesigned. The weariness that felt permanent is melting away. The heaviness that once sat on your shoulders is lifting. God is teaching you to move again, to breathe again, to dream again. This is not the end of you. This is the unveiling of you. You are becoming a living prophecy, the walking evidence that heaven restores what time tried to take. So, chosen one, take this as your sign. Every breath you take now carries destiny. Every step you take carries divine power. You are not just walking toward breakthrough, you are walking as breakthrough. Heaven has already declared it. The supernatural transfer has begun, and your body, your spirit, your entire atmosphere knows it, even before your mind can comprehend it. Chosen one, heaven is whispering, pay attention. The shifts you've been feeling are not random. The sleepless nights, the subtle peace that rises after tears, the way your body reacts differently to rest, this is divine evidence that the supernatural process has already begun. You are being recalibrated for glory. The tension in your spirit isn't warfare anymore, it's awakening. Anointed one, heaven is upgrading your internal system. You are being prepared to carry a greater flow of favor, influence, and provision than you've ever known before. The divine wealth transfer isn't only about finances, it's about capacity. Before heaven pours out abundance, it reinforces the vessel. Before overflow comes, the foundation must be fortified. That's why God is rewiring your structure from the inside out. You may have noticed how your usual habits no longer satisfy you. Certain conversations drain you. Places that once felt familiar now feel heavy. That's not rejection, it's redirection. Heaven is gently pulling you out of frequencies that can't sustain your new capacity. You're not losing people, you're losing permission to stay small. I know this season. There was a time I prayed for breakthrough and expected it to arrive in opportunities, but it came as isolation. Every plan I had unraveled. My usual routines stopped working. It felt like nothing was moving, but inside, everything was shifting. God wasn't denying me, He was detoxing me. He was dismantling the systems that served survival so I could step into the patterns of dominion. What felt like stillness was actually divine acceleration, hidden in silence. Chosen one, that same transformation is happening within you. Heaven often begins by unsettling what's comfortable. It's not punishment, it's preparation. God is removing the noise so you can hear His instruction clearly. He's closing old doors not to confine you, but to consecrate you. The shaking isn't chaos, it's calibration. You're learning to live from a new spiritual rhythm, one where your mind no longer reacts out of fear, but responds from faith. Where your emotions are no longer led by panic, but guided by peace. Heaven is coding confidence into your spiritual DNA. The Holy Spirit is teaching your nervous system to speak the language of trust. Even your breath carries prophecy now. Every inhale is renewal, every exhale is release. Chosen one, this is the rhythm of rebirth. You may feel bursts of emotion, moments of stillness, or deep waves of clarity that come out of nowhere. That's heaven reorganizing your spiritual structure. The divine energy that raised Jesus from the grave now pulses within you, not as noise, but as peace. You are not being emptied, you are being expanded. The weight you once called stress is transforming into strength. The exhaustion you thought would break you is birthing endurance. When you surrender to the process, the energy begins to flow again, not the rush of adrenaline, but the quiet power of divine peace. This is what transformation feels like, Anointed One. It's not glamorous, it's holy. It's God building unseen strength inside you so that when the doors open, you won't crumble under blessing. You will stand as evidence, calm under pressure, radiant under responsibility, unshaken under weight. So, if you've felt off balance, take heart. You're not out of order, you're being reordered. Heaven is teaching you how to host peace instead of panic, how to rest instead of resist. You are being refined into someone who can walk into rooms and shift the atmosphere without speaking a word. Chosen one, you are not watching a message, you are standing inside a miracle. The rewiring is real, the pressure is proof, and soon what's been changing within will begin to shape everything around you. Chosen one, the silence you've been walking through hasn't been abandonment, it's been architecture. Heaven has been building in secret what will soon be revealed in light. Every delay, every pause, every door that stayed closed was part of divine construction. God was reinforcing your spiritual foundations so that when the blessing comes, it won't break you, it will anchor you. Anointed One, heaven is never late, it's always intentional. What feels like isolation is often insulation. God wasn't keeping people from you, He was keeping distractions off you. When He rewires His chosen, He always begins in secret. Before public promotion comes private precision. You may have noticed lately how your spirit feels out of place in familiar rooms. Conversations that once excited you now feel shallow. Environments that once entertained you now exhaust you. That's not arrogance, it's ascension. Your spirit has outgrown what your surroundings can sustain. Heaven is upgrading your atmosphere to match the new frequency being born inside you. I remember that phase vividly. I tried to reconnect with what was comfortable, to fit back into circles I'd already outgrown. But every time I did, I left feeling smaller, as if my spirit had to shrink to survive there. Then I realized rejection wasn't a wound, it was direction. God was redirecting my steps toward divine alignment, protecting my oil, preserving my anointing, and preparing my environment for elevation. Chosen one, that's what's happening to you now. The unease you feel is not decline, it's destiny rearranging your surroundings. Heaven is positioning you to carry more light, more wisdom, and more influence than before. Angels are already moving behind the scenes, aligning opportunities, preparing hearts, setting divine connections in motion. Don't rush the process. Don't force the doors. Flow with it. The kingdom operates through rhythm, not resistance. God is teaching you how to move at the speed of peace. What used to be forced will now flow. What once felt delayed will now arrive precisely on time. And while it may look quiet, the supernatural transfer is already happening. It's not only financial, it's foundational. Heaven is transferring wisdom, stability, and supernatural stamina into your soul. The weight of wealth and favor cannot rest on a vessel that still trembles under pressure, and that's why God is strengthening your core. Anointed one, this silence is holy ground. Every moment of stillness is heaven's whisper saying, "Trust me, I'm finishing the work within you." You're being tuned to divine timing, synchronized with the eternal rhythm of heaven. When your internal world comes into order, your external world will begin to reflect it effortlessly. You'll start to notice small signs, moments of peace where anxiety used to live, unexpected favor where there was once frustration, ideas resurfacing that had been buried under exhaustion. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that heaven's blueprint is taking shape. Soon, the same stillness that once frustrated you will become your greatest strength. You'll stop rushing, stop chasing, and start carrying presence with quiet power. You'll realize that what once drained you now draws from you, that you've become a conductor of divine flow. Chosen one, you are not behind. You are being rebuilt. Heaven is preparing you for a life that no longer depends on striving. You are entering a season where grace becomes your momentum. The pressure you feel is proof that heaven trusts you with more. So breathe, anointed one. Let this word settle deep in your spirit. You are not being delayed, you are being designed. The framework of your future is forming right now, not in chaos, but in perfect coordination with heaven's hand. And when the time comes, everything that has been hidden will align in divine sequence. You will step forward, not as someone striving for breakthrough, but as one who has become breakthrough itself. Chosen one, heaven is declaring that your waiting season has accomplished its purpose. The pressure, the pruning, the quiet refinement, it wasn't meant to break you, it was meant to build you. You have been rewired not just to survive storms, but to command them into stillness. What once tested you will soon testify through you. Anointed one, everything you walked through in private was heaven's rehearsal for public release. You're stepping into the phase where what was once invisible becomes undeniable. The rewiring that happened in secret is about to radiate through every part of your life. People will sense it before they can name it. They won't just see your face, they'll feel your frequency. You've been asking God for breakthrough, but heaven was crafting you as the breakthrough. You've been waiting for doors to open, but now, doors will open because you enter the room. The same light that carried Jesus from the tomb is awakening within your body, teaching your spirit how to flow in divine rhythm. Chosen one, you're entering the season of ease after endurance. What used to exhaust you will now expand you. The same tasks that once drained your strength will now amplify your grace. Heaven has tuned you to divine timing, that sacred harmony where everything begins to align without striving. This is what divine synchronization feels like. Suddenly, things that used to resist you begin to cooperate. Opportunities you thought had passed you by start circling back. Resources appear without explanation. And the same peace that once only visited you now begins to live in you. When I reached this season myself, I stopped trying to make things happen. The Spirit whispered, "Stop pushing, start partnering." And when I surrendered, everything began to flow. What I once chased began to find me. Doors I never knocked on opened, emails arrived that I never sent. Not because I hustled harder, but because I had finally aligned my heart with heaven's rhythm. That's where you are now, chosen one. Alignment has replaced anxiety. Heaven has finished its internal work. And now the external fruit will begin to manifest. The same spirit that renewed your mind will now restore your environment. Watch as peace begins to follow you. Watch as favor finds you. Watch as provision multiplies around you. This is not coincidence, it's confirmation. The supernatural transfer has already begun. Financial doors, divine partnerships, strategic alliances, they are being magnetized toward your obedience. The Spirit of the living God is drawing all things into place for those who are ready, refined, and realigned. Anointed One, you are walking into visibility. But remember, your authority isn't in volume, it's in vibration. You no longer need to prove who you are. Your presence announces it. Your stillness now carries sound, the sound of heaven's approval. You've crossed over from striving to stewardship, from waiting to walking, from process to promise. Chosen One, you are not just entering a new chapter, you are becoming the evidence that heaven still restores. The same people who doubted your destiny will soon witness your demonstration. What once looked delayed will be recognized as divine timing. Hold your peace. Stay humble. Keep your spirit anchored in gratitude, because this next wave of increase will not come to inflate your ego. It will come to expand your impact. You've been faithful in silence. Now heaven is faithful in manifestation. The atmosphere around you is shifting. The air itself feels different. That's because you are different. Chosen One, take this word to heart. You are no longer waiting for heaven to move. Heaven is moving through you. You are the miracle in motion, the living prophecy of God's promise fulfilled. Chosen One, you've reached the moment heaven has been preparing you for. The rewiring is complete, and what was once hidden within you is now ready to be revealed. The waiting season wasn't a delay, it was design. Every quiet night, every unanswered prayer, every unseen battle was crafting the architecture of your destiny. Anointed One, you are no longer being prepared for the blessing. You are the blessing. Heaven's work within you has matured. You are not stepping into power you don't understand. You are stepping into power you've been shaped to hold. The storms that once shook you now strengthen you. The fire that once burned now illuminates. You've learned how to walk through chaos and remain calm, how to wait without wasting, how to trust when logic fails. That is divine mastery. You see, the rewiring was never about perfection, it was about capacity. God has stretched you to hold more than you imagined. More wisdom, more peace, more responsibility, more grace. You've been trained to carry influence without arrogance, wealth without worry, and purpose without pressure. This is the inheritance of those who endure refinement. When I came through my own season of divine rebuilding, I realized something holy. Heaven doesn't reward effort, it rewards alignment. The moment I stopped trying to earn breakthrough and started living as breakthrough, everything shifted. Favor found me. Opportunities recognized me. I didn't have to shout to be seen. Obedience made me visible. That's what's coming for you now, Chosen One. The divine wealth transfer is not just currency, it's credibility. You've earned trust with heaven. You've proven that you can be favored and still faithful, visible and still humble. That's why the next phase will move with ease. It won't require striving, it will respond to your alignment. Doors that once resisted you will now open without effort. The right people will appear at divine intersections. Resources will locate you because your name has been spoken in heavenly places. The same grace that sustained you in secrecy is now propelling you into visibility. Chosen One, This is your Kairos hour, the sacred intersection of promise and fulfillment. Heaven has completed the inner work, and now the outer world is catching up. You are stepping into the season where what you carry will no longer be hidden. You are becoming a living prophecy, walking evidence that God restores, rebuilds, and resurrects what time tried to take. Anointed one, remember this: your glow is not cosmetic, it's covenant. It's not the reflection of what you've achieved, it's the announcement of who you've become. The peace that surrounds you now is the proof that heaven has sealed its work. You've shifted from surviving to reigning, from asking to embodying, from praying for change to being the change. This is not coincidence. This is divine culmination. You are standing inside completion. Heaven's decree over you is finished, and now the release begins. The wealth that is coming carries purpose. The influence being entrusted to you carries responsibility. You've been refined, not for recognition, but for reign. God didn't rewire you for comfort. He rewired you for capacity, to carry glory, to multiply peace, to govern blessing with grace. So lift your head, chosen one. The world is about to see what heaven has made new. The silence was never empty. It was sacred construction. Now, the unveiling begins. You are the evidence that surrender is never wasted. You are the signal that resurrection is still real. You are heaven's vessel, chosen, anointed, and aligned for divine fulfillment. The rewiring is finished. The release has begun. And now, chosen one, walk in your inheritance. Chosen one, pause for a moment and breathe. This breath you take is not ordinary, it is holy. It carries evidence that heaven has finished a work within you. You have been rewired, refined, and realigned for glory. The Spirit of God has moved through every part of your being, spirit, soul, and body, preparing you for what's coming next. You are not behind. You are right on time. Anointed one, the supernatural transfer is already in motion. What you've prayed for is not approaching, it's unfolding. The resources, the restoration, the divine connections, they're aligning with your name. You've entered your Kairos moment, that sacred intersection where promise meets fulfillment. The waiting season has served its purpose. Now the revealing begins. Go forward in quiet confidence, walk with reverence, speak with grace. You no longer chase favor, you carry it. You no longer wait for breakthrough, you are the breakthrough. The presence you now host is your authority, and the peace you carry is your proof. Heaven has marked you as evidence that faith still works, and that surrender is never wasted. Chosen one, as you leave this sacred space, declare your alignment aloud. I am walking in divine timing. Let that be your agreement with heaven. If this word has spoken to your spirit, share it, so another chosen one may awaken too. Until we meet again, stay faithful, stay grounded, and walk in the unstoppable light of who you were always meant to become. The rewiring is done. The release has begun. Go forth, anointed one. Your time is now.